exiting for Tucson, Arizona. Two Transit Misfits starts right now. Ow!
What's up, everybody?
Yo, people. What's good, people?
Blunt, what's good, bro?
Ain't shit. I'm out here visiting family. What's going on?
That's always a good thing. Family number one.
Yes, sir.
Want to thank our girl Gloria for that intro.
Yes, sir.
I want to let you guys know that all you got to do is make a short intro just like that. Email it to us at twotrantsandmisfits@gmail.com so we could use it on a show down the line. All right? Pretty cool. Be part of the show that way. So Blunt. Last week I wanted to talk about this thing. I was talking to an operator, a buddy from Staten Island. I don't want to mention his name because this information, I don't know if I don't want to get no beef for it or whatever, but and it's something that I think that we should have here. So this is coming out of Staten Island, the depots in Staten Island. What's it? Their union, ATU. ATU it is? Yes, ATU. Local ATU. This thing is called, you know how whenever at our most depots here in Brooklyn or the Brooklyn, what do you call it? Like all the depots.
Brooklyn Division.
The division. Whenever something happens to a coworker or they're in a spot or whatever, something happened, they would put a bottle, right? They put a bottle into the crew room for everybody to donate what they can, and I was just thinking there should be something better than that.
Something more organized.
Exactly, more organized. So I was talking to my buddy, and in Staten Island, they have this thing called Family Fund. All right. Rob, you're gonna have to hit me up on the comments because we're on live right now, Rob. Rob Martinez is calling me, but I'm not gonna be able to take the call right now. It's called the Family Fund. So what this is, it's strictly voluntary, where an automatic deduction for whatever amount is, it's withdrawn from your check biweekly. It goes into a fund for members who have been displaced by fires or unexpected death. It helps cover costs for medical or death or housing expenses. So they've been doing this for quite a while. And it's whatever amount you want. It could be as little as $5 and up. And from what I heard here is some guys on those depots have donated thousands of dollars to that fund. So as a one-time donation. So this is something that we never hear at our union. I don't know if you ever heard of anything like that to collect for the membership.
No.
But I feel, are we? I just want to make sure if we're live right now.
We are.
Okay. So I found it very interesting. It helps everybody. Now, what I think is, because it says it's voluntary. Now, see how you feel about this. Let's say you don't, for instance, you don't want to be part of this family fund thing. God forbid, knock on wood, something happens to you. Maybe you should not be able to get any of that. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. Why should you benefit from that if you only put into it?
Right. Yeah, because I was thinking I wanted to ask him that, but it's like, like you don't want to be part of it, okay, but God forbid something happens to you, you're not gonna be. No one's gonna look out for you.
You're on your own. You still have whatever insurances and stuff that you have regular. That's like extra stuff on the side,
Yeah,
which I think that's a great idea, especially if it's voluntary. You know,
yeah,
every year, you say, all right, listen, if say, let's just say for example's sake, Gleason says they want to participate in something like that, then the treasurer of the depot would set up the account, and then you go in, you say, well, I want to donate um, $200 for the year. So, depending on who donates, you have a list of everybody who donated, and you have
the amount.
full transparency. You have the total amount that's in the pot, and if somebody goes out, then you know who's using what, where the money's going. Everybody has access to where to see where that money's going, and it ain't like it's a loan because you put into it,
Mm.
and it's just like it's kind of like backup. If something goes wrong, uh, that money is there because if you have, let's say you have travelers or you have Aflac or whatever, that paperwork you're going to be missing about a month's worth of paychecks. There's going to be a gap before you get that money from those insurances. And so, with that gap, if you don't have money in the bank, then this will come in real handy. You have whoever in the family as your proxy could come and get that money from them and settle those bills for that time being until your other stuff kick in. So I think that's great, and I think every depot should adopt that. That should be a system wide thing.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna speak about it to my depot chair. I just wanted to bring it up here first. So any of you guys in the other depots, if you feel this is a good idea, speak to your chair.
What's the name they called? They gave it a name, right?
It's called Family Fund. It's called the Family Fund. That's it. That's what they call it, the Family Fund. It's strict, like I said before, strictly voluntary, automatic deduction for whatever amount you wish to give, and it's withdrawn bi-weekly, and it goes into that fund for the members. And whatever amount you could, if you want to put $5 bi-weekly, you put $5 bi-weekly. It automatically comes out. You don't have to worry about, oh, I forgot to put it. It just comes out automatically, and that's how they have it set up.
That's how they have it set up. Yeah,
Yeah, that must be something that the union probably together with the depots themselves, they work it with with payroll.
that has to be. Yeah, I don't know how that works because you got to go through. Yeah, I don't know how that works. I have no clue. You will have to definitely go to your depot chair, and I know it's got to be some kind of banking involved in that
Yeah,
because you're dealing with people's paychecks and stuff like that. And you have to be able to opt out also. It can't just be. You got to be able to say this is what I want and make sure it stops the way it wants, and be able to opt out in case you want to get out.
but hey, it's been working. What they say? Once they hit that,
But that'd be
then
great. Every depot
well,
should have that, and then some, because you never know uh, what's going to happen between one moment to the next. Life is funny. You're gonna be going to work, and all of a sudden, one day, your whole life is upside down.
it's like anything. We're paying. So a lot of us pay for life insurance, and sometimes the whole life goes on, and you don't even use it.
Exactly.
Nothing happens. Or the guys that take out for disability, you know,
Mhm.
like you pay into that disability thing in case you go out, and a lot of guys go through the whole career, they're okay, but you never know. You just never
Like,
know.
like you think it's a waste, but it's just backup, just in case.
If definitely, if they were to put this at Gleason, I would definitely um do an automatic deduction because this helps everybody.
I
You know,
I, I would. I definitely would
it
because
helps everybody. It beats putting a freaking bottle and then people walking around like, oh, I got no money this week. Oh, listen, it comes out automatically,
yep,
and you never got to worry about. Again, whenever you hear something happen to somebody, you know they're going to be taken care of.
yep,
An amount is going to go to that person
yep.
for whatever is needed.
And like I said, that first month is going to be rough because that paperwork has to go through first before any money comes through.
Yeah.
And so that money that's in there in that bank can really help out whoever needs it. I know. Speaking of helping out, uh, what a Booker T's out there. Shout out to
Look
Booker.
up. What's up, bro?
So we have
Enjoy New York.
we have a fellow member that can use help from the Misfits. You know how they say the mantra for transit, an injury to one is an injury to all.
Yes,
Well, we
sir.
have a fellow operator who I'm trying to see how to word this. She needs
Word it without giving too
our
much
help.
info.
Yeah, she needs our help. Uh, basically, uh, life hit her really messed up, and she's in a very tight situation where she lost her mom's. She ended up getting
Oh,
injured at work, and not only did she get injured at work, the job is fighting not to pay her compensation. So she's been out for a little
so wait,
while
she got injured on the job,
on the job.
and they don't want to pay her compensation.
We don't want to pay her compensation. They trying to fight her to pay her money, and she's been out for a while. So she used up all her savings because she just bought a house, and that pretty much took up most of her money. And then her mom's passes away, and she gets injured on the job, and the job doesn't want to pay her. So she's in a tight situation. So you're gonna ask people out there if you can, whatever you can donate to help out a fellow operator, please do. Charlene Sheriff is her name, and you can go to her GoFundMe. Where is it? Here.
We have the link.
Right there. Type it down, screenshot it. Anything can help. Whatever you can spare. If you can't spare nothing, that's fine. But whatever you can spare, please, guys. She's a good friend of mine. She's a very sweet person, very private, very sweet person. She doesn't really know I'm doing this. This is her GoFundMe page. GoFundMe.me/D46B21B4. Whatever you can donate, please donate. Help her out. She could use it. Times are really hard for her. So whatever you can spare, please do. Uh, you never know. That usually comes back around and helps you out just for being nice. All right. Appreciate it, guys. I'll leave that up and I'll make sure I'll go back to it before um, we,
Yeah, and post it up on the comments too.
yeah,
Make sure you post that on our pages.
yeah. So,
Right. So see, something like that I was talking about could have really helped her out. She could have benefited for something like that from that family
exactly.
fund.
She could have really benefited from that right now because she can, right? Credit cards are maxed out. So,
So
it's rough.
folks, let's go. Let's go. You know, you seen the post. Please go on there. Let her see the change in numbers. I will definitely be also dropping my donation. and let's help her out. Co-worker of us, and he
Show her
like
how trans can be as a family. Like we're supposed to be like family, right? Show that we could be like family. You know?
today for her, tomorrow could be for you.
Yep, you never know. So it's in the chat there. You can click on the link there in the chat. Whatever you can spare, man. Spare some change. Yeah. Speaking of that, right?
Right?
What's next? What's next? What's next?
You tell me, bro.
We had that. This is kind of old news, but I wanted to touch on it because I thought it was. We were supposed to talk about this maybe about
What you got?
2 weeks ago, 2 shows ago. This happened August. What was it? August 4th. Thursday, August 4th.
Have my little of my apple juice here.
Um, this man he had went to court. He ended up pleading guilty. This was a while back. I don't remember. There was a man who had pushed a lady on the subway tracks.
It was a video of that.
Yeah, it was a video.
You actually see him pushing the woman on the tracks.
Yeah, 2020. He pushed her onto an oncoming train in Union Square. And that guy finally went to court and he pleaded guilty. And they gave that man 8 years. He got 8 years in prison. The lady actually survived, just so you guys know. But they have it on camera.
I hope there's no parole.
They have it on camera. The lady survived. She got minor injuries. Mind you, the train went over her. I think about 2 cars went over her. And she survived.
I mean, I know minor injuries. You see, she fell right on in the center track from the platform.
I think it was like maybe 2 seconds after she hit that train rolled over.
Yeah.
She was really lucky. Very lucky. She didn't lose a limb or nothing.
Very lucky.
He survived, and the guy pleaded guilty. He started rambling on. He did apologize, but he started going off about some other stuff, and the judge had to straighten him out. Like, listen, you worry about what's happening right now. He talking about all this other stuff, and she gave him eight joints. 8 joints. Now, we just talk about that. Like, that guy got 8 years for pushing somebody on the tracks, right? What's that considered attempted murder, isn't it?
I would think so.
It seems to me like it was attempted homicide, right?
That's one of the charges.
That's a good question what the charges were.
I believe that's one of the charges, attempted murder.
I don't know what it says there for the Uncle Translators. They don't really say what the charges were. They just say he was convicted. He pled guilty to it. But then they say what he's pleading guilty to. So, but what strikes me is that they gave the man 8 years, which would seem to me like attempt murder. I don't know if that's enough time for attempt murder. Like, would he got more if she would have died? Right?
I would have hoped so.
Here's the thing, though. Like, does that compare to? I mean, it doesn't happen to a worker, but what's the penalty for assaulting a worker?
Transit worker?
Yeah, it's like you get less time for assaulting the worker.
No, that's it's what do you call that? What do you call that? It is I can't think of the word right now, but it's 7 years.
For assault?
7 years for assault a transit worker, which is the same thing. 7 years for assaulting sanitation worker. 7 years for assault. I think cabbies get more.
But think about it. This guy, he pled guilty, right? He pled guilty to it, and he gets 8 years. But you have other people who fight assaults, and they barely get anything. Probation. You know? These are people who actually assaulted transit workers, and they get way less time than that. And what kind of message is that?
You know what that means, right? It just means that TA looks out for their customers.
Looks out more for their customers than they do their
That's what I would feel like. It sounds like, you know, they would definitely go all out for the customers.
It seems like they look out more for their customers than they do their own employees. That's the message that 8 years sent. Don't mess with our customers. I mean, you insult the employee, I'm gonna give you a year or 2 probation. Oh, you almost killed one of our passengers. We're gonna give you 8 years. You know, that's the message that they.
That seems like a slap in the face to transit workers. Tell you the truth.
It does. It does. To me, that's what it seemed like. It's just that's a bad look.
I mean, I don't remember. It was back in 2008, I think it was, when Edwin, the operator from Flatbush. I mean, they caught the guy. How much time did that guy do? Like, I don't remember if he's still doing time then, you know, for murder. That's just something.
Yeah, I don't even know what that guy got. Edwin Thomas, what he got?
But the thing is, it's not about killing, right? Because this guy, it may have been attempted murder or whatever the charge is. I mean, I would think he attempted to kill her. He pushed her into the tracks. And a lot of us have gotten to that point where we get jumped, you know, attacked, get hit with stuff, which could be the same thing, trying to kill somebody, trying to kill an operator.
That's totally different from assault, but you know, still the time. Yeah. It just seems odd that guy got 8 years, and you have transit workers being assaulted. They barely get any kind of time.
I'd like to know what's their thought behind that, really.
That's something that people need to.
It's feeling good.
Look into. What up, Supreme? No, I think that's crazy though. I mean, boy, oh boy, that job is crazy right now.
It's something for operators to open their eyes. That's why don't say a thing to the customers. Don't argue with them. Don't complain. Just drive your bus from point A to point B safely.
Yep.
That's it. Because transit is always going to be looking out for theirs. The people that put in money in their pocket, not the ones that are taking money out of their pocket. The way I think. Am I right?
Right.
I mean, we're getting paid to do a service, so it's not like we're taking money out of their pocket. We're getting paid to do a job. But that just shows, man. 7 years for us and 8 for somebody. Or is it because it was in the subway? And you guys, if you're listening up, you're watching, if you're from trains, or even our local bus operators, let us know if you heard any stories like this, because you know not everything makes it to the news. Let us know if you heard something about some operator getting assaulted and nothing being done, or if there's something was done. Let us know. Well, what else can we talk about? What? That's frustrating. That pisses me off. 8 years for almost killing somebody. 7 years for almost being the share of an operator.
Attempted vehicular homicide. And you know
what? That what it is? No.
That's what I would think. I'm no cop. I'm no lawyer or cop. But you try to use a train to kill somebody. So.
Is that what they? Wait, I didn't hear what you said. You said attempted vehicular
homicide.
That's the charge?
No, I said. Oh. That's what I would. That's what I would. I don't know if that's what it is.
Oh, I think that's if somebody tries to kill you with their car or their vehicle.
Well, it's a vehicle.
Yeah,
it's a vehicle. So
but he was not driving it. So
well, he still try to use that vehicle as a means to kill somebody.
Yeah. All right, folks, if you're watching, maybe we could take this chance to throw something up there, but
yeah, I was just looking at the article.
You're looking at the article.
See if they seen. We don't really say what the charge is.
All right. Well, Blunt is looking up for that. Check this out, guys.
In a world where stress is at an all-time high, where politics and disease have taken over the headlines, Brooklyn Pete and your boy Blunt present to you the original talk and live entertainment show for transit workers worldwide. Team Transit Misfits. Subscribe and hit the bell to stay notified.
Yeah. Did you get anything?
Very interesting uh, piece they said here. In 20 they in that year was that 21? Yeah, 2021
Mm.
when the guy pushed the lady in 2020. That year they had 16 pushings, 16 incidents of people being pushed onto the train.
You know, hearing all this, I don't know why people. There's so many people that have to stand right at the edge of the platform. But
Well, that
no,
that
no.
that's what's being reported, so it's a lot more than that.
Hmm.
But there's 16 incidents and then 15 in 2022 so far.
Yeah,
So
there's
people
probably
gotta
more.
really look out for them. Watch out, standing so close to the edge and watch who people's around you. You got to watch your surroundings, man. These people are not all right. You know, there's a lot of people out there that are sick in the head.
Yeah, when was it? What year was it that they pretty much let them all out?
I think it was started in 20. It
Was it
started
in
really going
2020
up.
that they pretty much they were not keeping,
Yeah,
people with mental issues?
they started letting them out
Yeah,
early and not holding them, saying they don't have enough room and all that stuff like that.
yeah.
It's when the shit started spiking up. They started going downstairs and sleeping on the trains, and then COVID just made everything worse. People losing their freaking minds.
For sure.
So yeah, guys, you go downstairs to those train stations, man. And you going to look to see when the trains coming. Watch your surroundings. Make sure nobody's around you, especially when you see these ladies. You ladies have to watch your surroundings. Stop traveling by yourself in these subway stations. You should always be with a partner, a friend. I don't care if you just meet somebody to walk with them. Try not to go down there by yourself, man. Like that incident where the lady was coming home late night by herself and the dude attacked her with a hammer. Come on, you can't be walking down
What
there by
happened with the hammer? What happened?
yourself. A couple months back, the lady got off of work. She was like a hospital worker, and
Mm.
she got off late at night, and she went to the train station. The guy just walked up behind her with a hammer and assaulted her.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. Now I remember. Now I remember. Out of the blue, no fucking reason.
yeah, you gotta watch your surroundings. Make sure you always watch your back, while look over your shoulders. People, you can't really tell. I mean, they tell operators that you can't see mental illness. It's not like you can look at somebody. I mean, you can. Certain people, you can look at certain people and say something is wrong, but
The
not
way
everybody.
they're acting. Yeah, the
You
way they
can't
acting.
tell everybody is
Their
not.
body language sometimes, but
You know, sometimes it just takes you to move the wrong way, and that was it. That was a straw that broke the camel's back to them. You looked the wrong way. Why you looked at me like that? You know, why did you
but
breathe so hard?
I want to bring up real quick when you did that GoFundMe. I'm going to reach out to the sister of our other transit worker, the one that was in that accident in the Bronx
Right.
on the train tracks that hit the pillar.
Yeah.
She is still in the hospital. Still in the hospital. They're still asking to praying for her recovery. And I'm not gonna do it now because I don't have the permission, but I'm gonna find out because it looks like they have a GoFundMe. Maybe we'll post it on the next one, and just try to help out anybody we can.
If they had a GoFundMe, post it. What do you need permission for?
No, because it's her private page, so I don't.
Dude, if it's a GoFundMe, it's not private. If it's a GoFundMe, they want people to donate. You can't donate to a private agency like that. You make a GoFundMe, it's public. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be mad at you for posting a GoFundMe. It's a GoFundMe. You helping out. Post that shit.
Let me see. Let me see if I could see the post. Anyway, I guess we could say her name right now. Her name is Giovanna Ortiz. She was the operator from the Bronx, and they're trying to also raise to help her because she's still hospitalized. This is going, I think, it's 2 weeks now. Going on 2 weeks now.
What was her story again? What was her story again?
She has a medical emergency. Well, she was driving, and she drove into
hit the pillar.
Yeah, hit the pillar, and like they say, 12 people were hurt.
Injured. And she's still in the hospital.
Yeah.
See, that's why you need those friends and family thing that you was talking about.
Exactly. We definitely need that. See, I'm like on my phone. I can't really get it from my phone.
Definitely need that. But one of the things that you can, while you work on that, if you're at work right now, and they come around with the travelers and those other insurances that they usually come to, and they ask you, do you want to sign up? Sign up for that stuff, man. The ones that they say they'll pay you when you're out of work, sign up for that stuff, man. Even though you might feel like it's a waste of time, you just never know. You never know.
I'm just trying to get into the page and
blink of an eye, your life could change. Mine's did. Overnight. One day I'm going to work, riding my motorcycle, cruising. The next day, I spent 2 years in the hospital. Just like that. So.
There's the other GoFund right here. Let's see if it goes through. So that's the GoFund for Giovanna Ortiz. That's the bus operator from the Bronx that had the medical emergency, and she's still hospitalized, going on 3 weeks. So now we have 2 transit workers that could use your help, guys. We got 2 different GoFundMe. Please help out. Give what you can. You can click on that link and be taken to that GoFundMe. Because I guess she's not out of the woods yet, or I don't know if I'm not sure if they have her under a coma right now. I'm not sure, but yeah. So that family fund could really come in handy right now, like we were just saying. Definitely. Okay, so what else can we bring up? Because we went long on this one, but it's important. I have this. You have anything? You got anything?
Go ahead.
All this time I just realized I'm not hearing myself. It's like it sounded weird, and I just noticed I can't hear myself. It was something I wanted to talk about. We had the chance. If I remember now. This is coming out. Check this out. This is coming out of RTC South Nevada. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I'm going a little transit right now. This RTC South Nevada, they are trying out mirrors in the mirrors. How do you say?
Cameras instead.
Camera mirrors. The mirror is on the inside, as you can see in here. You can see the mirror on the outside, but the mirror, the camera on the inside shows the mirror on the outside. Did I say that right? So you're not looking outside of the mirrors. You just look at that camera inside the bus, and you could just see the same thing you would see if you was looking outside into the mirror. So this keeps the mirror indoors. It doesn't get iced up. There's no rain on it. And I don't know how to feel about that if they were to do it here. You can see here's a better picture. So they're testing this. You can see that the actual real mirror is still on the outside. So you have that. And the camera, you can see at the back, like you see on this picture right here, on the top of the number, that's facing to the back. So you could actually, so let's say if you're going in reverse, you could check that mirror to see the sides. And was there another one? No, that's it. So, we're really behind. We're really behind in technology when it comes to our buses. This is, again, Nevada. And I had some people asking, well, what if the camera on the outside gets icy or gets wet? I mean, when the mirror outside gets wet or icy, what do? You go out there and you wipe it down, right? So maybe the same thing with this. Although looking at this picture again, it looks like it might be some kind of a cover on it.
It's probably heated.
That would be good. I didn't read if it was heated, but that would be great.
Or treat it to where it doesn't ice up like that.
Yeah, a few years ago they brought like 7 different cameras to Gleason.
I think the camera's a little too big.
Yeah.
You don't need it. I mean, the technology now, you don't need that big of a camera to see. You get a small camera that's bigger than the ones that we use for the laptop ones. So you just put it up there and, you get a nice wide angle view.
Yeah.
I don't know about the placement of where they put that thing, though. That looks a little weird.
Like inside?
Yeah, it looks like you got a blind spot there. You're going to have to really be, like, checking around,
Well, I can't really see the camera. Maybe it shows through into the blind spot.
Yeah, no,
Hey, it's testing. They're testing just like they're testing the new radios. You heard about our new radios we're getting, and people are complaining about the placement of the radio. Like it's in a spot where it just gets in the way. So now they're like back to the drawing board with that to find out what's a good spot to put that. Which kind of sucks. So all the things that new radio does, they kind of take all that shit away. It's just like having the plain radios we have right now. They're changing the call button for police. There's just so many things that system comes with. They're taking it away. So I don't know. Just leave the same old damn radio because you're not really giving us anything. That you're supposed to get messages. I think they're even taking that out where they're still going to call you so that you're not going to be reading messages while you're driving. So,
yeah, that doesn't make sense. You're not supposed to be reading when you're
right.
driving.
So why even bother with that technology?
Exactly.
Just get a new radio that you could just log in and just keep everything the same. But what it would be cool if they had something like this that you put on when you're driving. Like, the one that's single, there's one piece here, and the one comes under, like a mic. Like a Bluetooth thing you connect it when you're driving. So when you get calls, you don't have to pick up the headset. You could actually just continue driving and just speak to the person. That would be cool. Instead of you have to either go behind you on the bus, the newer buses to get that, or on the older buses with an old-fashioned handset. But that, like the gamers have. You know what I'm talking about? There's like one thing just kind of flat that holds the side of their head, and then
cushion right there.
Yeah, it comes right to the mic.
Would you like fries with that?
Hey, well, I mean, it'll be easy. It's out of the way. You just have it right there. If you're not using it, you put it to the top. Next stop.
Yeah.
8th Avenue, B70.
Be rhyming on that shit. Do.
There'll be a lot of memes with that. You're already working on that. We ain't even got it. You'll be doing memes with that stuff, with drivers. Yeah. And check out our comments. How are we on time?
We good. We got like another 15 minutes.
Good in time. We good in time. You know what? I'm gonna get into this right now. I've been wanting to bug out with you. I've been wanting to see how you feel about this. You know, not too long ago, we kind of told everybody that they had to get the children away from the show because we're gonna talk something that remember a couple shows back. What would be the name of that? Come on, Blunt.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
You supposed to have a new segment or something like that?
No, not a new segment, but we spoke about this. One of them was the candy bar, the Chunky, the Dominican petting zoo.
Oh my god.
Okay, you know where I'm going now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So so I looked around and I found another one, bro. Another crazy. What do they call this? Fetish? Yeah, another crazy sexual fetish. So, guys, if you're watching your children right now, you got about 5 seconds to go push them into the next room.
Where's the disclaimer?
Yeah, get that disclaimer. Get the disclaimer up. I don't know how good we're gonna do on YouTube with this one.
We got that one. So,
how many are you gonna put up?
Where's the other one? We got to put this one up there.
That's the one. Yeah. So what's about to go down, folks, is for adults only. Please get your children out. They don't really need to be watching this anyway. Boring for kids anyway. Oh, all right. So here we go. This is a doozy to end up the show with. All right. So Blunt, hey, you tell me, what is the first thing you would think about if you see, hey, let's have a Colorado campfire?
S'mores.
Forest. What else? What else comes to mind with a Colorado campfire?
Camping. Just camping, basically. Going out in the woods, setting up, pitching a tent, s'mores, and gather around with
What? What'd you say? What kind of food did you say?
S'mores.
S'mores.
Yeah.
Well, check this out. You know what a Colorado campfire is? I like the last time. You want to read it?
Put it up there. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Colorado campfire.
The act of stuffing a marshmallow.
Try to go over the, change the little words a little bit for YouTube. So go ahead.
The act of stuffing a marshmallow up the girl's hoo-ha and proceeding to the marshmallow deeply inside her. Like one was loading an old Civil War musket. Then upon finishing inside her, the female is asked to evacuate the contents upon two eagerly waiting graham crackers. It's considered rude if the cracker is not oh no, I'm not going to finish that.
Hey, you down for some s'mores? Yo, where did they come up with this shit?
That is horrible.
Where do people come up with this kind of thinking? Like, hey, let's shove some marshmallows up in there.
fact that it got a name for it shows that it's been done on a regular basis.
I like to know, is this something that happens in Colorado? I mean, sometimes I think they just name these things.
Colorado, West Virginia.
I just wonder if some of these things are real, but I mean, I can't see it not be real.
Somebody came up with that shit.
Hmm?
Somebody came up with it.
For sure, and it blew up. But how does somebody come up with it and then pass it around? Yo, you gotta try this with your girl or your dude, because dudes could have Colorado campfires as well. I mean,
That's disgusting.
so, like I said before, next time you see this, think about a Colorado campfire. Look at that, nice and toasty, chocolatey, melted, right between two crackling graham crackers. Can you just see yourself just take a bite of that juiciness?
What if they ate corn? You gonna have corn in your picking corn for your teeth?
Well, there, that was one that we did the last time. The petting zoo. You take the corn and you throw it up on the bed. You gotta make them eat it.
That's fucking horrible. Who the hell? Oh, sometimes I wonder about you, Pete. How will you be getting that shit?
Nah, man, I'm just looking for stuff. I'm just looking for stuff. I'm just looking for stuff, man. That just popped up, bro.
I know you see a lot of that dumb shit on TikTok too, man.
Huh?
A lot of that shit be on TikTok. They be like, "Don't look that up." And the first thing you do is look it up.
That's it. Actually, I believe is that where I got it from? That's probably where I got it from. Yeah.
Every time they say, "Don't look that up," that's the first thing you do. You look it up. What the
So
fuck?
people that like this kind of stuff, maybe book your next trip to Colorado. I'm sure you'll find a group out there somewhere that is going to the camping grounds and just call it out. Yo, anybody down for a campfire?
Colorado campfires.
Yeah.
No bueno.
And you thought two girls in a cup was nasty. Well, that is nasty, but yeah.
That's fucked up.
So, bro, I think this is a good way to go, a good way to finish the show today.
Just make sure you guys, if you got free time, and you can spare any money. There's we got two misfits that can use your help. If you got it to give, please donate. You have
please, anything. $5. $5. I mean, I know I put an extra GoFundMe, but
sure
5 and 5. Or if you're better, 10 and 10 is something. Just help out. Try to help out.
The other ones, the link is in there in the comments. Whatever you can, please help them out.
And pass it along.
Yeah,
share it. If you're watching this in another page, take a shot out of it, post it. If you're watching on our page, Two Transient Misfits, please share it. Let people know about it. Tell them that there's a GoFundMe that they should check out, and it's on today's show. Tell them to go, hey, scroll through it. You can see it. Pass it on. Let's help these coworkers out, man. And make sure to go talk to your depot chair and ask them about this family fund. And let them know where you heard it. And maybe we could get it done here in the Brooklyn division as well.
Yep.
What? The Staten Island ATU is better? Are you saying that they take better care of their coworkers, but we can't do the same? We can't look out for our own people? Union? Regardless of how you feel about each other, regardless of whether you don't like this guy on the line because he hustles too much or he drags the line, regardless. TWU Local 100. We are a family. We should be helping each other like families. So think about it. Please go talk to your depot chair if you know our vice president, JP, whoever you got to go talk to, let's try to bring this all the way up. Okay, because I'm definitely gonna try to start asking about it, because this is no reason why we can't have that. $5 every 2 weeks is not gonna kill anybody. It's not gonna make or break you. You
You
could do
never know.
10, you could do 20.
You might be the one that need that. You might be the one that need that one day.
Yeah, and you're gonna look back one day and be like, "Damn, man! If I would have talked about this, right now I'm in a hole. This could have helped me out." It's about helping the family.
That's
So,
good, man.
so we're gonna end it here. Thank you for everybody that watched. Again, shout out to Gloria for the intro. The guys that came here to New York, we got some more intros. I liked it. Do you like the idea of the intros, Blunt? Because we used them before.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
always
so
like when people.
yeah, it's another way of helping out this family here, the Misfit family, on our show. So make a quick little video. Make sure that your phone is on the long ways, and 15-second video. Say who you are, where you're from, and then just end it up with Two Trans and Misfit starts now, or what, something to that effect. And again, email it to us, and we will catch you all on the next time we come on next week. We back on next week. Anything else you want to say, Blunt?
No, yeah, I should be home next week. I'll be back. I think Sunday. I go back Sunday. I'll be back in New York Sunday.
And hopefully by now you're out of jail from TikTok, so that we could go TikTok
Back
live next week as well. Can you check while you're here? Can you get on your phone real quick and see if you got if they'll let you loose already? Yeah, folks, we'll try to go live on TikTok as well.
Nope.
Earlier.
I'm still locked out.
Man. So I guess it will be hopefully next week. So we're gonna also go live on TikTok, so it'll be cool. But this time we're gonna be just like we are here. We're gonna be split on one page on TikTok. He Blunt on his, me on mine. I'll be all live on TikTok. So if you got TikTok, maybe you can watch us there as well. So with that said,
yeah,
I'm Broken Pete,
and I'm your boy Blood.
and that's the end of our show.
Yep. Fuck me, they can't take a joke.
Later.